So it's been almost a week now since the Argentina versus Egypt game. If you watch the games before Argentina, like Cabo Verde, they got cheated as well. They got cheated as well. What pissed me off the most is that Egypt played way better than them. Way better than them. And Egypt looked more tougher than them. That when the second goal was cancelled and we managed to redeem it and get it back, that's when you can see the insecurities and the lack of self-esteem, the very low self-esteem of Argentina. It looked like boys against men. They were the boys and Egypt were the men. If you judge it holistically, because that's how you're supposed to judge it. So from a secularized lens, yeah, it killed the ego and you'll be able to pierce through and ascertain knowledge. But from a Islamic lens, if you're actually God conscious, you'll be able to see it holistically. You'll be able to see the football niceties, the football nuances, the intricacies, and they're usually psycho-spiritual. So you'll have to psychoanalyze the players and you'll have to psychoanalyze the ref. The ref was inconsistent, A lot of what pissed me off the most is not the fact that we lost or that we lost unjustly, because this is something that we can anticipate. We were able to anticipate. We had the foresight. Anyone who's God conscious will have the foresight to see it and not get upset. You know what I'm saying? A true mu'min sees things before they happen and is ready for them. You know what I'm saying? However, what pissed me off the most, that a lot of Muslims and some Egyptians and some Arabs, their true colors were revealed. This is animosity masquerading as some type of fairness or some type of objective analysis. It's animosity masquerading as some type of objective analysis. I'm watching these two brothers who are associated with Five Pillars. They were discussing the match and other things as well on their episode. The white brother, both of them are Muslims, he's making sense. He's saying, no, Egypt got robbed. The other one's like, oh, conspiracy and blah, blah, blah. And he claims to be a supremacist when it comes to football. He wants to watch the good teams play. He has no clue what he's talking about. Egypt is way more better than Argentina. Just because Egypt hasn't been on the map that much, it doesn't mean that Egypt cannot be a powerhouse. Egypt won the African Cup of Nations 7 times. What does this tell you? And the African Cup is not on the map, but the African Cup is one of the toughest cups. Okay, African Cup of Nations. And Egypt is the Brazil of Africa. Argentina, I would call it perhaps the Algeria of Africa, because Brazil and Argentina are always rivals, like Egypt and Algeria. And they play dirty. Argentina plays dirty. Listen, the psychoanalysis is simple. And it's actually, even little kids can see it. You know what I'm saying? With their fitra still intact, with their innate disposition still intact. When you watch the players getting fouled and the ref doesn't call anything, and the fouling of the Argentinians is with impunity. They foul knowing that they won't receive repercussions, no consequences. No consequences whatsoever. They know that they can get away with it. That's when the ref and them are in on it, and everyone is in cahoots. That's what it is. I mean, if you want to call this, this is my psychoanalysis at the end of the day. I mean, if I used to play soccer, I wanted to be a soccer player. I wanted to be a goalkeeper or even a striker, because I played both positions when I was extremely healthy, when I was young. But come on, I don't live in Europe, so you never get the chance, obviously. And I understand the game holistically. I understand refereeing. I actually read the rules in 2013. I read the rules because I wanted to be a referee at one point, but things happened, and obviously life directs you towards something else. But obviously the rules also have changed ever since, but the fundamentals are still intact. And when when you read the rules and understand the letter of the law, don't just understand the letter of the law, also the spirit of the law. Okay? And then you'll be able to perceive things and be able to discern justly. Our epistemic foundation is just judge justly as Muslims. So even in a soccer game, you're supposed to judge justly. Don't tell me, oh, I'm a soccer supremacist, you know. I don't care. I want to watch the good teams. How? What the hell do you know about soccer? When you speak in I'm sorry, this is puerile. You know, it's like childish. Oh, I want to because they're the hype. I never enjoyed watching Messi. Not like when I watched the Phenomena, R9. You know what I'm saying? Roberto Carlos, Cafu, Rivaldo. These type of players, Ronaldinho, Zinedine Zidane, even Pele, Maradona. These guys were actually Messi. To me is just, I'd rather watch Cristiano Ronaldo. Anyways, not to make it about Messi versus Ronaldo type of deal, because I don't want to. This is not the discussion. All I'm saying is that if you have taqwa, if you have God consciousness, you'll be able to see things holistically, on a grand scale. Not isolate things in a vacuum. Like I'm watching this Egyptian analyze the game, and this stupid colonial amnesic and molested Yemeni woman, feminist, humanist, you know, capitulating to her white colonial masters. Because let's be honest, FIFA is a Eurocentric organization, association. It's Eurocentric. Back then, when it was 32 teams, it was half European, semi-European World Cup. Who the hell wants to watch a semi-European World Cup? So what? The Africans are not good enough. Look what happened now when they added 10 Africans. 9 out of 10 qualified. Africa is not a joke, man. Stop undermining and downgrading African football. Straight up. Look at the Egyptians. They dominated Argentina. Even if we were playing, even if we parked the bus in the beginning, we dominated them on the counter attack that the ref was calling. I mean, the goal championed the foul. Alan Shearer, a lot of pundits. Alan Shearer is actually a legend for England, one of the legends, and not just Alan Shearer. A lot of people. I don't remember all the names, but a lot of referees and a lot of experts said that Egypt got robbed, just like Cabo Verde. But Egypt got robbed even the worse, because now it's not just the fouls that were let go; it's the nuances. The ref was like a manipulative hidden hand. It was now metaphysics. It wasn't just physics. And I don't like those who isolate things in a vacuum and judge it based on a vacuum. Okay, this is not a foul. No, call it a foul, man. If you're gonna call fouls on us, call foul on them. Call foul on them. The ref's intentions, through a psychoanalytically, he doesn't want to give us any set piece or dead ball situation, because we would capitalize on it. We would capitalize on a dead ball. He didn't want to give us any. Okay, you have to put yourself in the shoes of the Argentinian who fouled, for example, Ashur. Smacked him in the mouth. Like, yo, I'm gonna smack you. You ain't gonna do nothing about it, because the ref is not gonna call it. That's the psychoanalysis. You can tell that he's operating based on impunity. Just like when Israel bombs Palestinians and everyone is gaslit by it. Okay, because listen, this is not like back in the days with the Roman Colosseum. You have the emperor sitting down, Caesar, and he's watching a bunch of bums fight. Only that the favored gladiator is the one who's basically favored by the emperor, and people decide. You know, people decide and whether he should die or not if he's in a bad situation. You know, if he's in hot water. But this is now more sophisticated. This is nationalities. You have nationalities playing against each other. So you got culture, you got religion, you got politics, you got ideologies, you got race. And FIFA is the most racist organization out there. Oh, say no to racism. That was the slogan back then. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Say no to racism, you friggin' idiots. Y'all the most corrupt organization, sport organization on the planet. Eurocentric, white boy type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me a racist, you white Muslims, you know, because you know exactly what I'm. Because back then when I had social media and I used to say this is a white man's narrative, this is a white man's ideology, this is like when I talk about secular liberalism, they be like, Mo, why do you always talk about white men? Why the white man? It's a white secular liberal hegemony, and that's what it is. It's a white secular liberal hegemony. FIFA is a white association, a Eurocentric association organization. It's meant to be rigged against people like us. And if anyone tells me, nah, that's a conspiracy, then you're fucking gullible and naive and an idiot. And I'm gonna cuss you off. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, it's been a week, and it's good that I did this video after a week, because Argentina's now, they passed Switzerland. And I've also heard the coach of Switzerland said, nah, it was a fair game between Egypt. And then after Switzerland played, he complained. Hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? He's a hypocrite. He's basically saying, no, it's a good game until it happens to him. What a hypocrite. People are hypocrites. People are mendacious, duplicitous, pugnacious, deceptive, self-centric, cynics. It's just all about a self-centered, man, straight up. Come on, man, judge and bias and the gaslighting. That's what pissed me off. When the truth is so clear, then you go on social media and people tell you, no, that's a conspiracy, blah, blah, blah. Man, you cannot judge justly. You don't have any discernment. You cannot. احكموا بالقسط احكموا بالحق احكموا بالعدل. فإذا حكمت فاحكم بالقسط فاحكم بالعدل. That's what the Quran tells. This is my epistemic foundation. See, I'm not colonially molested like this feminist Yemeni on social media. She's not that famous, but I don't want to even mention her name, but she's so biased against Egypt. You know, the hypocrisy. That's what pissed me off the most. It's not that we lost through cheating. Because obviously if we lose, sportsmanship, الروح الرياضية will tell you to just move along and that's it, good game, peace out, bro. But if we lost through cheating, yes, injustice, you gotta talk about it. Because some Egyptians went as far as saying, listen, you guys know these type of tournaments are rigged against us, so don't complain. If this happens to you, that's stupid. No, we're gonna go there, and when we lose, we're gonna amplify our voice and say this is injustice. Even if we know that this is what's gonna happen, we wanna expose them for who they are. Because if you're not gonna participate and do anything, then might as well stay home. Why? We have a team. We have Egypt has a football association. We should participate. We should basically be shown, you know, so people can love us. So there's propaganda against Arabs and Muslims, because there's a huge propaganda against Arabs and Muslims, and people end up hating us because of the Zio media, the Zio trash media. All they do is look at Arabs, look at this, look at Muslims. But then you play a World Cup and you become successful in it, a lot of people are gonna love you, because a lot of people actually know that this is just Zio trash bullshit. And media is very strong, especially when it comes to sports. When it comes to sports, a lot of people can be influenced. Look at Muhammad Salah. They put a poster of his. They drew, actually, someone painted it on a big wall in New York City. Muhammad Salah, his whole head, because Muhammad Salah was a huge influence. So you have these duplicitous hypocrites, you know, who are like a frenemy. You know, when Egypt does good, Mabruk, congratulations, you guys did amazing. But when Egypt loses and we lose unjustly, no, you guys lost. You guys didn't play well. And their true colors become revealed. They revealed their true colors, and now we know what type of people they are. You know what I'm saying? Colonial amnesia, colonial molested, you know, capitulating to their colonial master, taking their epistemic foundation off of them. This secular liberal bullshit. I mean, crying out, she's a feminist. What the hell is feminism in the sight of Allah? What the hell is humanism in the sight of? What about Allah's rights? Humanism is a white man's narrative. Even feminism, now white men give it to a white woman because a white woman complained too much. You know what I'm saying? It's all white people's narrative. We don't have this. We don't have this bullshit. It's not universal. And when I say it's some white bullshit, oh Mo, we're white too, Mo. The white Muslims that were on my feet. Come on, man, can't you understand nuances, academic nuances? I mean, it's not even nuances, right there, out in the open. What, you think I'm being racist? I'm not. I'm calling it for how it is. We have the Quran. ولا يحب لا يحب الله الجهر بالسوء من القول إلا من ظلم. So if God does not like negative thoughts to be voiced, except for those who've been oppressed and wronged. So those who criticize Zico, I mean, listen, I waited a week to do this video. If I didn't wake up, I would be cussing a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Zico comes out, oh, he doesn't have sportsmanship. He doesn't have روح رياضية. No, Zico has the right to express himself. All this effort that he put into this game, and then people are, Arabs are criticizing, no, look at him, look at these Arabs. They don't know how to carry themselves. They're barbaric, they're uncouth. That's what pissed me off the most. What epistemic foundation are you using? No, he should be fined. He shouldn't talk like this. You guys are clonely touched by a white man. That's what it is, all you Arabs. And even Africans who talk like this, sub-Saharan African, black Africans who talk like this, they are clonely touched. What do you mean he can't? He has to, under freedom of speech, that is a white boy narrative, a white boy bullshit, he has the right to express himself. No, not in sports. If you lose, just take it how it is and move on. No, he has the right to express himself. You got jacked. And I'll tell you how you got jacked. Psychoanalyze the ref, like I said in the beginning of the video. Psychoanalyze the players. The ref is a sophisticated ref. He's an elite ref. He's going to shift the momentum and manipulate it. He's not giving us any dead bosses. He didn't even give us the VAR that should have canceled the third goal and gave us a penalty. He didn't give us that. You know, we could have had a penalty on that call, and they would have canceled their goal. But no, because Argentina has to pass through, you know, the shitty ass team. Their energy depleted when we redeemed that second goal that they stole from us. And that goal championed the foul. That would have been the goal of the tournament. But you want to be pedantic? Okay. It is okay, you want to call that a foul? Then be consistent. Be just. Call foul on Hamdi Fathi, who got his shirt pulled, and call foul on Muhammad Salah too. He got stepped on. And if you honestly, you see, they are showing it from one angle. It's not an intentional foul. But with Salah's foul, they showed from different angles. See, this is the camera tricks, man. They show from, oh look, from this angle it doesn't look like a foul, but from that angle it doesn't. So let's take the other angle where it doesn't show that it looks like a foul, on Salah's foul. But on Hamdi Fathi, he got pulled and his shirt got ripped. That's a foul, legally. And that should have been a penalty. And a referee actually analyzed it, a FIFA referee, and said that's a foul. It should have been a penalty for Egypt. And the Salah one is debatable. Just like the one that canceled that goal that actually champions it. The goal champions it. The goal is amazing. But they ended up doing it again. And Zico ended up scoring again. That's why I'm saying Zico has the right to express himself. لا يحب الله الجهر بالسوء من القول إلا من ظلم. And I've already translated that. Allah does not like negative thoughts to be uttered or voiced unless it's by someone who's oppressed or wrong. That's my epistemic foundation, not some white boy shit, secular liberalism. يا ولاد الوسخة يا عرب يا اللي انتوا عندكم inferiority complex. You have an inferiority complex and the white man has a superiority complex. One is Satan and one wants to capitulate and be his sycophant, his obsequious minion. That's what it is. You guys have an inferiority complex, wallah. And the white man has you have inferiority and the white man has a superiority. Iblis wa abidu and his servants. اتقوا الله and keep a balance. خير الأمور الوسط. Keep a balance. Keep a balance so you don't become inferior nor superior, and you be able to judge justly, and you become balanced and mutawada, and that's it. I mean, what you want Zico not to be sincere and speak his mind and يكتم الحق في قلبه يعني لا خليه مخلص والله Zico. And Hussam Hassan put the Palestinian flag up, and then you got this colonially molested, touched Yemeni bitch on social media on X. No, the land does not belong to Palestinians no more. It belongs to the Yahud, to the Zionist Jews. Like, give it up. She's projecting. She's projecting because she's colonially defeated mentally. She's been molested psychologically and mentally. So she's projecting. That's why she's giving up. She's giving up. She's saying, "Listen, us as a," and a lot of people are like this. To be frank with you, and from the Middle East, they look at the tyrant, the white tyranny, the white hegemony, supremacy, and they be like, "Listen, man, this is the new God now. We gotta just follow through. Islam is not gonna do it for us." And they end up giving up on Islam, and they end up saying this is backwards. It only worked back in the 7th century. Let's follow John Locke, Thomas Hobbes, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, all these white boys, exactly Eurocentric. It was only meant for England, if I'm not mistaken. John Locke's against the Church of England. It's not universal. It's bullshit. Do you want to? Our epistemic foundation is universal. That's the argument we're trying to make. Islam is the truth of the matter. It's from Allah. It's not from a white boy, and it's not from a brown boy, a brown man. Even though the prophet that was chosen was brown, but it was sent upon him in an Arabic language. Unlike this. Anyway, I don't want to make it religious, and because even Christianity is Eurocentric. White boy Jesus, you know what I'm saying? They whitewashed. Come on, that's not bullshit. Greco-Roman terminologies. What Jesus told them about about these terminologies, and now it's not even in Revelation. If we even have his authentic. Anyways, not to go off on a tangent. This is what it is. You can't just judge the game in isolation and in a vacuum and then say, no, Egypt lost. Yeah, 2 goals back to back, legit goals, don't get me wrong. But if you look at the nuances, the football niceties, it's not a conspiracy. It's not just psychoanalyze. There is this neuroscientist who wants to capitalize on the situation through his social media accounts. Is like, listen, neuroscience is this and that, blah blah blah, all the sophistry and casuistry, and then he'll say you can judge it through emotions and say Egypt got robbed, or objectively, and then you'll see the hell is that supposed to mean through emotions. There is something called virtuous emotions and vicious emotions. Virtuous emotions will help you discern, and that's where psychology comes in as well. It's not just about logic and observation, like a scientific observation of how a tree grows, for example. That's not how you judge anything, man. That makes you nihilistic, because science is fundamentally nihilistic, as Nietzsche says. But if you judge things holistically, in context, and psycho-spiritually, because you're judging human behavior and action. It's a football game. There is action and behavior. You don't miss out on the psychology. You miss out on the mystical aspect. You miss out on the nuances. And this guy was trying to gaslight me today in the gym, talking. No, listen, I ain't gonna lie. The solution is this: Egypt needs to. He's trying to gaslight me and tell me, no, you guys didn't get cheated. No, you're missing out on the psychology, buddy. That's the nuances. That's the duplicity, the mendacity, and drop the pugnacity, buddy. But what Egypt needs to do now is maintain its resilience, figure out a way, because it's a psycho-spiritual battle, because the Egyptian team is a very fit, tough team. It's a strong team. They need to figure out how to become, because now it's a mystical battle against the ref, mainly, and against the players who will foul you, to maintain that resilience and not become demoralized, and maintain that resilience the whole match, and also judge the situation, be able to defend. Obviously Messi's goal, and you can't blame the guy in 5 pillars again. The brown man. I'm not gonna mention his name. Saying it's the goalie's fault. This guy doesn't know anything about football, to be honest with you. He never played soccer in his life. The goalkeeper's fault. Any shot from inside the box, you cannot really blame it on the goalkeeper, bro. Any tough shot. Headers are not easy to save. Because once the ball hits the opponent's head as a goalkeeper, it's all intuitive now. Because sometimes you don't know which direct. It's not like when he's about to shoot a ball with his foot. It's not the same. Because when a ball is coming from in flight, then it hits you in the head. You don't know if it's gonna go right, left. You don't know which way he's gonna hit it. Because his body is not gonna do anything to tell you which way. And it's a split-second decision. That's why on the third goal, the goalkeeper throws, because you don't know which way it's gonna go. But you guys never played as a goal. I used to play as a goalkeeper. I know it's very difficult, especially headers, and especially headers that come at you like that, like cross, and then you don't know if he's gonna hit it this way, that way, straight at you. You don't know. You freeze, especially if it's coming fast. Look at the first goal as well. He at least he touched it, but it was too far. He couldn't get a good hand on it. The Messi shot, it went through his hand. He should have put more power. I ain't gonna lie. That one he should have saved. That one he should have saved. The Messi shot, even though it was inside the box, but he should have saved it. But the header is questionable because he put one hand on it, not two hands. But the Messi shot was also kind of fast, and it went through his hand, and to me that's not. He should have been more aggressive, because if you hype yourself up because I used to do that. I used to hype and become more aggressive. When you become more aggressive, you become your bestial instincts, like wild instincts, like a lion, like a tiger. You can be able to basically, not bestial in a sexual sense. I'm talking about like you're wild, like you become aggressive. You become like more focused. Like you're on the hunt now. And this is something that is psycho-spiritual. The players need to be able to channel. So when the ref is against us, and the opponent is fouling, we need to be able to channel some type of energy that will help us defeat these people. And that's the psycho-spiritual battle. And I'll leave it at that. And that's it. And to be honest with you, we could have dominated that game if we had a good ref. Egypt would have massacred Argentina 4-0 at least on the counter-attack. They look like babies. Now watch England against Argentina, and inshallah yizallu. They'll be humiliated. Abject humiliation. 4-0 for England. 4-0. Argentina is shit, but people cannot perceive it. It's a facade. Oh, I'm a football supremacist. I like only the good teams to play. You have no clue what you're talking about, Biddy Boo. You have no clue. I'm telling you, Egypt is the most dominant team in Africa. Obviously, in the World Cup, it looks like Morocco, but Egypt won it the most consistently. Historically, Egypt is the most dominant team. And Egypt qualified in 1930, but they missed the boat because there was a storm. So we've been there, but politics comes in the mix. Trust me, because Egypt is the most influenced Arab nation in the Arab world. All the Arabs listen to our music, they watch our movies, they speak in our Egyptian dialect. I cannot speak Lebanese, I cannot speak Syrian, I cannot speak Saudi Arabian dialect. I can only speak my dialect because that's what I know, and everyone else will basically have to clutch because that's what they're influenced by, Egyptian. Even when it comes to recitation of the Quran, we have people like Abdul Basit, Minshawi, Husseiri. What tops that, man? Come on. We're the most influenced. And I'm not saying this out of arrogance. I'm saying it because I'm being descriptive. This is what it is. So when some punk-ass Arabs disrespect us and Hussam Hassan for waving the Palestinian flag and say, oh, look, the wall, they're just a bunch of jealous, envious bitches. And that's it. Y'all a bunch of jealous bitches. Where is your team, bro? What did your team do? What did your nation do in the World Cup? Relax. You guys just have hidden animosity. And you masquerade it as whatever you like. And let do Islam. It is what it is. Peace out.